What's up, y'all? Just to start off here, the first 5 minutes of this podcast is using just the camera audio, so it's going to sound funny. But after that 5 minutes, we're going to go back. It goes back to the mic audio. I forgot to hit record. That's my fault. David's not in the studio. I had to do it myself. So enjoy the podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just call me Nico. Nope. It's JCMN Network now. Go to the JCMN Network on YouTube. Subscribe. I appreciate it. See you.
When you're not too busy, trying to waste some time. Watch every show, don't know where to go, you wish time would go by. I have a suggestion, do whatever you want with it. It's not your first, but it's not your last. Your second favorite podcast. Your second favorite podcast, the show that is just for you. Your second favorite podcast. We're not doing it for the few. Your second favorite podcast. Conversation all over the place. Just sit back and relax. Your second favorite podcast. Your second favorite podcast.
What's up, y'all? And welcome to your second favorite podcast.
You know what I wanted to talk about? I wanted to talk about how around this time last year, we were talking about on the podcast, it was the beginning of it. It was all new and lovely and gooey and stuff, you know? And we were talking about how was the true meaning of Christmas. I don't feel that anymore.
You don't feel the true meaning of Christmas?
Nope.
What do you mean?
You know, we were talking about, I was telling the story of how people were helping each other, and when it was snowing, how those men helped me and stuff. I was just thinking about that, and I was like, I haven't seen any, what's it called? Humanitarian work going on. Maybe it's because I've been working overnight. I don't know.
Just because you don't see it, it's not happening.
Of course. I'm saying I don't feel it like I did last year.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder why.
Ain't nothing happening.
Yeah. Are you just not exposed to it now?
Probably so.
Or is it because it's not happening to you? What is it? You know?
Well, I think it's just because it's not happening to me. I haven't seen it done to anyone else.
Really?
Yeah.
I see some good things happen, but I don't.
Like what? Share with the group.
I saw a guy pay for another dude's groceries.
You saw a man pay for another man's groceries?
Yeah.
Were they like older? It seemed like
No.
only older people do.
I would say he was probably in the early 40s. And the guy that he had to help pay was like late 20s. His car was declining. And he was like, hey man, I got you, man.
How much was it?
It was like $50 something.
Oh.
So I thought that was nice.
Where were you?
Target.
Was it supermarket?
Did I say groceries? I didn't mean to say groceries. He had a couple things, but he wasn't like.
Still Target.
Target's a weird place to be talking about groceries.
It was funny because I remember when I was working at the dollar store that happened one time. And this lady was like, and this man was saying something. I don't think he was even talking to her. But she was about to pay after I told her total. And he was like, no, I got it. And she turned around and was like, started smiling. And then he was like, no, I'm on the phone. And she was like, oh, I thought she was about to buy my stuff. I was about to say Merry Christmas. I was like,
Oh, that had...
I'd have felt salt.
That's a weird thing because you're trying to figure out who's more embarrassed.
Yeah.
The person that like declined, oh, I'm not about to help you.
Yeah.
Or the person that just...
It's a dollar store. So it ain't like it was a lot.
But still, it's like, oh, the initiative, you know? But it's like, oh, my bad. This was a bad time to say that. That would be stuck in my head. Have you ever had an embarrassing moment?
Several.
And it just sticks with you?
Several.
Where it's like, sometimes it'd be weeks after and you'd be like, ah.
It's been years.
Yeah, I know, right?
And I still have it.
Hear myself saying it again.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh,
why did I do that? It comes back like like when you feel deja vu, you get flashbacks randomly.
Yeah.
Out of the clear blue sky. Yep.
My theory of deja vu is those moments are from a different realm, and that's why your other counterpart your other universal person is counterpart. Your other person is the one that felt it. You went through that as well, so that's why you feel like it's something that happened that maybe didn't happen. That was what I used to think as a kid. And it's just funny to be like, you know what? I'm gonna carry that up. So, how you been, babe? I feel like we jumped right into it.
We sure did.
Didn't do the whole David bit.
Oh, that was your thing.
Yeah.
I kind of just skipped you.
But David's on the whole, he on his Christmas break, man. I'm trying to start him early. I said I'm trying to take over for the holidays, and he'll be back.
Did y'all miss me last episode? Let me know in the comments below.
Let me know in the comment section below. Did you miss?
I forgot that I wasn't even.
It's weird because I was planning on having that episode ready, release it, and then record another one back. So we'll have these 2 weeks, and then I could just work on the Christmas one. But obviously, 23-year-old Nicholas was not on it.
Yep.
Now 24.
Now you're 24. His birthday was yesterday, y'all. Well, yeah. Whenever it gets posted,
this podcast will be released tomorrow.
His birthday was the 16th. Okay.
Which is today's the 17th. My birthday was the 16th, so you can't really mess with those dates.
Oh, no, it's 10 o'clock. Okay.
It's 10 o'clock. Girl.
It be feeling so late.
It does.
And it's crazy because me and I work overnight. It be going by so fast. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, is this how much time I be getting when I'm sleeping?
Yeah.
It seems like so much time.
I'm so sorry, y'all, for those audio listeners. The first couple minutes was not recorded. So, yeah, I'm used a camera mic for a second. I said that's why we just jumped right into it.
We didn't jump into nothing. You wasn't paying attention. Over? No, I don't even remember what I said.
It's all right. We weren't really saying much. It was much of an intro.
It wasn't much. It was good
just an
content.
Intro. So we did 5 minutes. That was like 5 minutes.
Shame on you.
You let me do my whole David beat.
What is that going to do?
Because David's not here, and that's why. He normally does that.
He is a figment of your imagination.
David
is not real.
Don't listen to her, David. You're good people, man. You keep this podcast rolling. You make it easier for me to do this stuff. See how I messed that up? Crazy. I looked at the time, and it was 0.
You 24 now. I was staring at it the whole time, and I was just trying to look at my volumes.
Yeah. Look at your volumes. Make it seem like albums.
That was the first. You got 2 strikes left.
Why
24 now. Come on. Get it together.
How many strikes do I have?
3. It's 3 strikes and you're out. I brought you into this world and I can take you out.
So you telling me I only had 3 strikes as a 24-year-old?
Yes.
That's
ain't no time to make mistakes. You're almost 25. You're almost a grown man now.
I could almost rent a car without any questions.
Yep.
That's crazy.
You could run for Congress.
Yeah. Don't need that.
Big dreams. Big dreams.
Yeah, no. Dream big. That's the motto of this podcast. Dream big. Okay. So you remember I told you to think about, what did I tell you to think about? As I was just saying it, I forgot.
I did that one. Oh my gosh. I did that once too. Like I was walking and I was like, all right, I'm about to tell her something. I got to the girl I was supposed to talk to. I was like, yo, I don't remember what I was about to tell you. I was walking this entire way to find you. I knew where you were. And I was like, I'm about to tell her this. I'm about to ask her. Drew a whole blank. And I still don't remember what it was. It was pretty important.
I told you to, remember I said, we'll talk about it on the podcast. Oh, things you were worried about when you turned 18.
Oh, yeah.
That's what was it.
The most thing I was worried about college. Because I really wanted to go to a university and stay in a dorms. Like that was my dream.
Yeah.
But because I moved around so much, and in Georgia schools you have to have at least 2 foreign languages to be accepted in any university.
Yeah.
And I only have 1.
Initiative. Yeah. Because I was bad for that. As soon as I realized I needed it to go straight into a university, but I can go to a community college and then get in.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not taking this Spanish class.
Yeah. I couldn't even go to community college because I couldn't get there. I was in Paulding County.
Oh, yeah. I don't think there's anything close.
No. It's like, I think it was Chattahoochee Tech.
Yeah.
And that was like a 5-mile walk. I was like, nah, I ain't doing that.
That's good.
I ain't doing that. How much is 5 miles? Like 10 minutes?
You serious? No.
A drive, right?
Oh, a drive?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, 15 minutes maybe.
You thought I meant walking?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You said it was walking distance, and then you gave me 5 miles.
Sorry. All right.
So I was like, okay. No.
Sorry.
Go take the 5 minutes.
How many miles is a marathon?
Depends. There's a 4K. There's a 5K.
Oh, okay.
There's different kilometers.
But yeah, college. What about you?
Mine was, I thought, two things. I thought that jury duty was like a very common thing to get into.
It's not.
I thought that was I was so worried to turn 18 just because I'm like, I don't want to go in for jury duty. I didn't want to be somebody's fate of their life.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
Then you know how I am. I'm very, I can see both sides.
You don't see yourself as important
I'm
at
like,
all.
well, that too, but I see both sides. So I'm listening. I'm like, okay, the evidence really don't sound that like he really that guilty. And I'll be that
I'm
one.
not trying to convict an innocent man.
Yeah, I know. So I
don't want
to
convict a guilty man
then
either.
it'd be like years. I'm like, oh, he was wrongly convicted. And then I was on that board. I was like, damn. I was on the jury, not a board.
It's hard for me not to say that I talk too much, but if it's like really interesting, I would want to tell somebody.
Yeah.
And I can't.
What do you mean? Oh.
You can't talk about the case.
You can't talk about that. Just like
I wonder
Fight
if
Club.
you could talk about it after. Can you talk about it after?
I think so. They talk about it in The Office. Toby was on jury duty.
Okay.
That was his like go-to because everybody was like,
I bet everybody who was on the OJ case. I was on that case.
Yeah, I know.
I did it.
I think during the little documentary. I guess it's not really a documentary. It was kind of like a docu-series.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. I don't know, but they kind of showed what they was going through.
There's always like one jury woman that's like just
really old,
stretched out and fat.
Would it be funny because
stretched?
it'd be like it's supposed to be a jury of your peers.
Yeah.
I don't know the range. I think it's probably maybe 10 years at most.
It's not because if it's like a criminal case in Compton, they're not about to put his homies up there. So
well, it's not his friends.
That's what peers are.
His peers are people his age or around his age.
Yeah, like, friends.
Oh, you ain't gonna put his homeboys up there. Yo, I was hanging with my peers the other day.
I feel like that's the same.
And the second thing was being enlisted in the Army.
Oh, in the draft?
Yeah, I thought I was gonna get drafted.
Yeah, ain't no getting out of that.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be something like, yo, we need you. We're a man short. One guy messed up his toe.
Yep.
We need a new guy.
We stumbled upon. Yeah. We did a raffle. Your name was picked.
You seem pretty healthy. You don't go to the doctor much. You're a pretty healthy man.
You're in a nice, stable home.
Yeah.
You got something to come back to.
You play football? This one dude.
You got asthma?
You got no medical problem. You got allergies, man. We can take care of that. Y'all remember that Air Force used to try to sell me on stuff every time.
Yes.
Sorry. I'm getting off track. I dyed, a long time ago. Not a long time ago. Maybe a couple of years ago. I dyed my hair red. And every time I was around somebody, they had something to say about it. One guy, every time I talk about football, looking at a big guy must play football. He's like, oh, they must have called you Red in high school. I'm thinking like my hair was
big red.
They called me Red. They must have called me Red.
Why it had to be red?
Because my hair was red. Did you miss that part? Or
yeah, no.
I'm
trying to understand the connection.
Because my hair is red.
Because you said big. You started
I said
off
if
saying,
you see a big guy, you assume he played football.
Okay.
That was the big part of that.
Okay.
But because my hair was red, so he assumed I must play football. My hair is red. They must call me Red. Okay. When I played football.
Oh, okay.
You're hilarious.
I missed it. I missed what was happening.
Let's join back to the segment called Let Nico Explain. Nico Explains.
Explain it for me and all those other people like me, my peers.
That would be funny to know that, like, say we have a huge audience. A certain, well, not gonna get into that. A huge audience that is like thinking like you, and I have to explain to every single.
Yeah.
What did Nick mean by that last one? okay, you know how this, right?
That's frustrating.
Yeah. But I thought that was going to be a very common thing of being drafted into the Army. I don't know why. I was so worried about stuff like that. Really more about jury duty than the Army, because I understood what would happen if it would something had to be terrible to the point that I'm getting drafted. But I was like, nah, jury duty seemed like something was going to happen immediately as I turned 18. But apparently they don't really.
You gotta register to vote.
That too.
That's how they pick you.
Excuse me. I think they don't really. It seems like people that's my age or like younger, they don't really choose people my age for jury duty. So any kids
funny.
out.
Go ahead. Well, it's funny because when I went to court, it was a lot of kids there. It was maybe like 2 or 3 kids there that were going to jail or turning themselves in.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I wonder who's going to be there.
Yeah.
Some of them are mostly closed, like closed cases. Is that what they're? I don't know. Private cases. Something.
Yeah, like cases without a jury.
Yeah,
it's the judges though.
Mostly those.
Moral of the story is, if anybody out there thinking like me, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's not gonna happen as often as you think.
Yeah. And college will always be there.
Exactly.
Know?
And speaking of people, how I think, I told you before, but I was like, I wonder if there's a kid in high school that's exactly like me. Mm-hmm. As much as like, there's times every time. Shut up.
There's times when
I'm driving and I see like kids getting on the bus. This must be an early morning thing. But I'm driving and there's kids getting on the bus and I'm like, dang, he look like somebody I went to school. Like, they look like they just copied and pasted somebody. And there's always somebody that looks like somebody. There's always somebody that looks like somebody you used to know, no matter how old you get. Mm-hmm. But I wonder, who's me? Who did this? Who does the same stuff that I used to do? Kind of was very social with people and sat at every lunch table and kind of knew everybody, but didn't really say that I was really friends with them. Somehow they knew me. I was kind of confused by that. All these thoughts, flirt. Didn't do my schoolwork very well. C, average student.
You were a C average student?
I was a C average student.
Wow.
Yeah, it was when I had a B on something, if I had a high grade, it was obviously gym. I think the only time you didn't have a high grade was like some reason the girls would like have lower grades because they didn't want to dress out.
I didn't care to dress out.
Yeah, no.
No, I didn't care if I did or didn't.
I know.
I probably preferred to.
Listen,
I don't even remember.
Oh no.
Well, it's not for you. I'm having conversation.
I'm having a conversation to them.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to you.
But what I do remember when I got older was that I didn't. This actually goes back to when you were talking about people who make comments because of your size.
Yeah.
When I was working like customer service, being a cashier, I never noticed that I had to talk to people. Like, you're supposed to talk to people, and I didn't want to.
Right.
So people would like start conversation just saying, "Oh, are you a cheerleader?" or "You're so small. How old are you? You supposed to?" I'm like, there's just them starting conversation. But because that's triggered for me, I was just like, why? I could just be anorexic. I used to go dark. This one time, this man asked me how I was doing, and I just told him this like whole struggle story. Like, my baby daddy in jail. I gotta go to the club tonight. My baby at home. I ain't got no babysitter. I went like all in. It was pretty cool.
The baby daddy thing, I could see you having.
I had gum off too, so I played it pretty good.
My thing was always telling people I went to UGA. And then when they went to UGA too, they were like, "Oh, what are you studying?" I'd be like, journalism. And then like, "Oh, okay."
It's weird.
My son go to UGA.
Yeah, it's always I remind somebody of their daughter or their niece. Mm-hmm. It's like, we all can't look alike.
We're all generic people, apparently. Because I get that.
You remind me so much of my daughter, of my niece.
Mm-hmm.
of my cousin.
And they'd be like,
I was running out of genders.
you was running out of family trees or family.
Yeah.
What do they call those things? What do you call those? Titles? Family titles?
Yeah.
I guess.
It's not wrong.
But yeah, I don't know. You know what treat me out is when somebody tells me something like that. Oh man, you look just like my son.
Mm-hmm.
And I see him. He doesn't look like nothing.
Nope.
He doesn't look anything like me.
Nope.
What's up with that? I can't get my voice to get lower.
I don't know what I told you.
I like that. I like the little buzz in your ear.
I don't like it.
The buzz in your ear. I got a new sound system in my car, and I'm pretty sure when I hear this back, it's gonna be like. I just want to see if that actually works. So I'm gonna play that back when I post it.
Okay. You're not going to know the minutes because you messed them up.
Yeah. Oh.
Shame on you.
14. I don't know. I'm not gonna do all that math.
14 plus 5. You said it was 5 minutes. Eh?
Yeah. What is it? Wouldn't it be minus? No, it'd be plus 5. So I guess so. You right. Right. Well, technically the video is still a video. So I mean, 20 minutes, 19 something.
There's something in my eye.
I see.
Jesus, scissors.
Mm-hmm. I guess it's a good time to put in a sponsor.
When you're not too busy trying to waste some time. What?
If you're ever trying to get verified on Twitter or get some more subscribers on YouTube, or your videos keep getting demonetized, you could call Roads and Roads. The roads you should take. What?
You keep doing that.
I just want to say I thank
What?
the people at Roads and Roads.
I wonder
for
what
sponsoring
most
this
people
podcast.
talk about how couples argue and it's like what they're supposed to be arguing about. I wonder if every couple argues about the same thing.
Sometimes.
Like I'm sure family comes up all the time. And I'm sure like thanks. Family and like
How you
how
gonna raise your kids?
they talk to each other. Yeah, future stuff and how they talk to each other. I be wondering that like
Oh, they definitely is. I think that's a very common conversation between couples.
what makes people just not quit? Like I quit. I don't want to do this no more. I don't even feel like arguing anymore. We don't even need to be together.
Well, if you arguing about everything, you probably just need to just hang it up and y'all need to move on.
Hang up the towel.
There's times people, there's such thing as learning experiences. Sometimes you don't need to be with that person all the time. I be seeing some people with some real struggle stories. And you'd be like,
Yep.
why are you still with him? It's because, well,
I love him.
he's nice.
I love him.
We don't really argue that much every time I hear y'all talk.
He only
argue.
cheated on me 3 times.
He only cheated.
She only hits me when
Whoa.
when I come home late. Or when I don't answer her calls. I don't understand that. I'm going to get mad when you at least I don't know. I probably won't even get mad. I get more concerned that you're not answering my calls and I know you're not busy.
That is tough to explain.
Yeah.
I'm like, how?
I know what you're doing. So
You don't know what I'm
you're
doing.
not busy.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do. I
You
know the time. I know the days that you're at work, so I know. And then none of the times you're at work. Not all the time, but
Right.
usually I ask beforehand when you're going to work, so I know when you're gonna be busy.
Right.
And I know when you're doing your video thing when you're home. And I also know I have a sense when you're taking a nap.
You know what? I also feel like you have a sense of when I'm about to record. You have been good every time.
Calling you?
Every time I hit record on my when I'm recording the game and turn on this little recorder, she's like beep beep. Oh my gosh. She timed that perfect. I'm like, all right, I got this. I got
It
this.
take you forever to get ready anyway.
Clap.
Yep.
And then you go. Hello. What you doing? You about to record? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll let you go.
At least I'm friendly.
And then she sits there for like 20 minutes.
Okay, then bye.
Bye. Like, what is that supposed to mean? It's like she waiting for me to go, no, man, it's okay.
Oh, was it? I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I'll be usually like in the car and just like holding the phone like, all right, then bye. I'm just going to hang up then. Or walking out the door or something. I don't know.
It's okay, babe. Sometimes, I've been doing this a lot lately with you. Sometimes you just,
always do that to me.
Yeah, no, it's a fun thing to do. It makes it seem like I'm always giving you a lesson. Or teaching you the true meaning of life.
I'm just trying to be somebody's dad. You know what's
Go ahead.
What's crazy? I have this one eyelash that likes to curl up into my eye.
Yeah.
That's what's
You
happening.
want me to cut it with the scissors?
It's dangerous.
They say that, but
It's really dangerous to cut eyelashes.
I mean, is it?
yeah, just give me your nail.
I mean, hold on. Wait, think
Push
about
it.
this. Is it?
I think so. Just like it's dangerous to cut a cat's whiskers.
It is dangerous. That's still weird to me. To think about, I even have to cut it. Now I know some cats, their whiskers get weird sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, dog.
I've seen one cat that's like it looks zigzaggy.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, whoa, you got
So-
some issues.
Cat trying to get it out of his face.
Aw.
He keeps doing it. I don't know why they didn't cut it. Probably cut it after they saw it, but they thought it would be funny to record it. It be tripping me out how long dogs' nails are.
Yeah. And then they be so dirty. So dirty. I don't like people who get dogs and don't take care of them.
Exactly.
Like they think just the minute all they gotta do is have food for them.
Mm-hmm.
They don't think they have to walk them. They don't think they have to exercise their dog. They just think, I got a dog, so he could just run around and do what he wants. I don't have to take care of him. I don't have to teach him how to be potty trained. I don't like those people. They just chain them outside and just...
Whatever happens.
Exactly. That's like the worst ignorance
The worst ignorance.
with animals. It's the worst animal ignorance.
That's a new movie. The worst ignorance.
That's a nice documentary.
The worst ignorance.
Animal.
Just animal.
The worst animal ignorance.
What
What were you about to say?
I was gonna talk about the Sonic movie, but then I totally forgot what I was gonna
Huge
say.
shift. I've never even seen the commercial.
Yeah, I don't even think it's really a commercial. It's like a little short little video of him running to the screen, but it's like 5 seconds. It was just funny how so many people was like getting so crazy about about the movie. And the only reason I bring it up because I'm like, it comes out next year around this time in December. Then
I'll be at Georgia State.
but I'm like, the Pokemon movie comes out before then. And Pokemon movie, and then it talks about a Mario movie. I'm thinking that they're going more animated instead of the little trashy movie that they made a long time ago.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a movie it made.
Who usually puts it out?
What do you
Like
mean?
Paramount or something?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't remember who did it.
Come on, you're supposed to know these things.
I'm not a movie buff.
Kinda. You know who owns what.
Sometimes when it's obvious with the Warner Brothers and Disney stuff, but I couldn't tell you what like DreamWorks and Illumination.
Okay.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
You know how I feel.
I got a new segment I want to bring up. It's called Jada's New Idea. It's a segment where Jaeda comes up with a new idea.
All right, I got serious discussion.
So let me
That ain't nothing.
let me immediately do this one first. So Jaeda, give me an idea.
Cheese puffs with jalapenos and French fries. So like cheese puffs, the hot stuff, crunched in cheese fries with jalapenos in there. That sounds so good. Yum.
And that was Jada's new idea. Now what do you want to talk about?
Three things you don't like about yourself, and then 3 things you do like about yourself.
3 things that I don't
Physical.
like about myself.
Yeah.
My weight, my hair, in my brain.
What don't you like about your hair?
I don't like the fact that sometimes it doesn't work with me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Everybody's like, "Oh, you got nice, pretty hair." It's annoying because it
you ain't got to do nothing to it.
It's like a sponge, though.
Yeah, it is.
It gets dry. If it gets dry looking, it just looks bad.
It's funny you got dry hair, but you have natural oily scalp. It's such a contradiction.
It's so deep though, and it doesn't really touch the hairs.
Nope.
It's not greasy all the way to the tip.
Nope. Mine making that sound. Yep.
3 things that I like. My creativity. I don't even know if that's a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing.
My height.
I'm sure they all like it too.
And what else do I like? Oh, well, I guess my consistency of being happy.
Positive energy.
Positivity.
Yeah.
I like that. I enjoy the fact that I am, and I get frustrated when I'm not feeling like I am.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What's yours? What is your 3 things? Tell the audience.
I don't like the bags under my eyes. They used to give me problems. I used to have that dark.
I was about to say paper or plastic.
For what?
You got bags under your eyes.
Oh, paper. Oh.
It's not supposed to be something that's supposed to be like, ha, but it's just like,
it was corny.
Play on.
Play on, player.
Oh, you helped me on my corniness. Appreciate it. Came in with the save there.
Yeah.
What? Did you tell me? Or are you just still thinking?
No, that was what I started with.
Okay.
I was trying to, because you went kind of, not dark, but you went kind of deep.
Yeah. Real.
And I was just thinking of like small things. Like, I got, my shoulders are pointing at the camera. Your camera cutting off.
Oh, okay.
What happened? Why you didn't put it on your phone?
It's in the charger.
Oh.
So I was like 12%.
But my camera, my shoulders are like pointing. Like, I got freaking football shoulders. And I'm like, why aren't they just going back like this? It's crazy. Like, they're literally pointing this way. Like, an arrow.
I've never noticed.
Crazy.
And I don't really think they are.
And they're so sharp. My elbow, I got sharp elbows and a sharp shoulder.
Could knock somebody out with those things. All you need to know is people's pressure points, and you knock them out quick. You don't need no weapon. All you need to know how to
straight
bows.
Bone.
Throwing them bows.
That's crazy.
Throw them bows. What was the 3 things you like?
I didn't get to the third.
Oh, you
I didn't
get
get
to
to 2 and 3
like...
because this is not a serious thing. I never really thought about it.
Okay.
Well, no, yeah, because my shoulder messes up my chest to shoulder ratio because they look like really skinny.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's no girth. I don't like my legs. I want bigger thighs. That'd be nice to have bigger thighs. Yeah. So I said my bags, my thighs, and I say my skin. I be trying to work on it, but you know, sugar kills.
Yeah.
Sugar kills, dude.
It does.
I'm trying to fast, but it ain't working.
It's not working fast enough.
Yeah.
I really don't like myself sometimes because I can't help think that way.
I think you'd be like, "What do you deal with this?"
Exactly, because it's like sometimes I don't.
Just like you
I
seem like you can't help
like
it.
that.
It's like a reflex or something.
But it's funny how somebody catches me when I didn't say it. Like my nope, don't remember. What's the 3 things you like?
I would say I like my hair, but sometimes when I mutilate it, I like it.
Are these things you supposed to? I mean, like 100% like?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you're comfortable with, and you're like, I don't need to change it.
Okay.
Type thing.
So your hair? No.
Then nope.
That's what I said.
Yeah. You asked a question for both of us.
Yeah, but as you were saying it, you was like, I guess.
Nah.
If I had to make a choice.
Because I have good hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
you don't feel like
I can't
doing
do nothing with it.
Yeah.
Who has that kind of time?
Yeah.
I'm a college student.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm going to use that excuse a lot. Like, you got health insurance? No.
You got enough time to watch The Office,
I'm college student.
which I'm glad that you're
That
into now.
gives no effort.
Just-
I'm into it. Like, I'm ready for the end.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be sad that it ended.
Yeah, because you're in that season where you're trying to figure out where they're going to go with this.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to start like I ain't gonna say start. It's not hard to watch. I like season 7 to 9. I think that's where it ends. It's like, okay, probably. I don't really need it, but I like the show so much I'll watch it.
I wonder if Elijah still watches it.
The Office.
Did he say anything? The podcast?
I don't know. He don't tell me.
Oh.
I don't even think he really checks it out unless he's on it.
Yeah.
It's like a mirror.
Put his hashtag in there.
Yeah.
We talked about you a little bit.
No.
No.
It's not like he gonna find it. It's not like he's constantly looking up himself. He has a problem if he's looking up himself.
He's already vain enough. Slightly.
That's his middle name, Elijah Vane.
I like that I'm very caring, even though it stabs me in the back. It's a strength and a weakness at the same time.
Yeah, you're a mama bear.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's cute. It works for you sometimes. It shows that people should. It shows. It makes people feel bad when they don't do something back for you sometimes.
Really? I don't think anybody feels any type of way.
I think I said sometimes. I think the people that really think about it, they like to show you appreciation. Like sometimes.
Okay.
It's in rare occasions, but if you're not expecting it, that's when you get it a lot.
I should have counted how many cards I wrote.
You had at least like 30 something.
Maybe 30.
Yeah.
Handwritten. My hand was hurting.
Yeah. I think you're a lefty. You're not a lefty. Breaking news.
You got me mixed up with that other girl.
She was not a lefty. She was a ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous. That's what SpongeBob said. That's how I learned that word.
Mm-hmm.
See, guys?
You know what, though?
TV can teach
out of
you
all these things that SpongeBob is doing, I really wonder if the last episode of SpongeBob, where they're done, this is the series finale, he finally gets his driver's license. That's got to be the last thing you do.
No, I think it's like he moves out of Bikini Bottom or something.
You let him move, he gets his license, and he's able to start his own Krusty Krab. The little triple whammy right there.
Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza.
It has to end in some way.
It got to end that way.
Where he's like, he either...
all the issues are kind of like, it's kind of happily ever after.
Or it could be like it could be a movie. No, I don't want it. Yeah, it could end it like a movie. Yeah.
Finna be a movie.
The people that I truly love the ending of is Ed and Eddie.
Oh, I never even watched it.
Yeah, Ed and Eddie. I love that one. That's like the best ending to a show.
Never even seen it.
You never watch Ed and Eddie?
I never seen the finale of it, whatever you're
It was like a
speaking of.
movie. I think it's called The Big Picture. It was it told a story. It summed up the series. Even though like every episode was just a bunch of shenanigans, but it still summed it up like we was leaning up to a story.
Yeah.
And I like that.
I'm spitting on this.
Maybe.
No, I am.
Mm-hmm. I think Kids Next Door had a good finale too. But
I know Recess did, right?
Yeah. Recess, I think they were just more about them getting older.
Yeah. I think I like that one. It was sad.
I gotta watch that one because I don't really remember that one. I went through a phase where I was watching all season finales of shows I used to watch. Like the last episode of Rugrats.
I just want to watch Living Single again.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Over and over and over again.
Over and over again. You remember that song? Cause it's all in my head.
I really thought the album was gonna suck, but it didn't. I remember
there was a whole album with them too.
Huh? That's Nelly's album.
It was just one of the songs with him and Tim McGraw. Like I'm saying, like was the whole album with him and Tim McGraw?
No.
Okay.
I'm just saying that was a good album.
All right. I was just trying to figure out if that was it.
You remember having a
Walkman?
What was it? No, it was a big one. Is it a CD player, but just a big one that you got to plug in? where you put CDs in it, and it's like maybe you called it a stereo, but it's not a stereo. It's like a speaker, and it has a CD player.
It looked like a
You
GameCube.
flip it, not flip it. You press a button, and it pops open like this, like a mouth.
You
and
really
it has
sound like you're describing a GameCube.
I'm not, but it had a speaker attached to it.
Yeah. No, and it was portable.
I mean, you had to bring a cord, and it was kind of big. It wasn't
that
little.
part,
Like, they're
I'm
not
really-
little. You have to put CDs in. It was like a CD player, but just a small one.
See, that part is really throwing me off because you make it seem
They're
like
not
it's
big. Like, don't think of a big
I'm
stereo.
trying not to, and that's the problem. I can't think of
See.
what you were talking about,
It's crazy.
and it's just is it shaped like a GameCube?
It's shaped. It has different shapes. A lot of them.
You sound like you're describing a GameCube with speakers. Press it, and then it goes.
Maybe it's just a CD stereo. I don't know.
CD stereo, a mini CD stereo. I don't think they're gonna.
It
I don't think they're gonna show it for
kinda
you.
look like these. These are not 2000s.
I think no, that was my portable DVD player. I was about to say maybe I know what you're talking about, but they had a screen, so no.
Portable TV.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be the future,
No.
being able to just have like a screen, but that just turned into a laptop.
Dang.
I just thought that was going to be such a thing. While she's looking that up, I'm trying to think about
portable.
things that I thought was going to be a bigger thing than it was. I thought MP3 players were going to stick around a lot longer. I mean, they still are out, but there's nothing that's so dedicated to just
This.
MP. That seems like that's probably the wrong example because it's pink. So I'm thinking like, oh no, of course I wouldn't have had that.
Just look at the item.
It looks
Not
like a
the color.
boombox. I mean, it looks like not a jukebox.
Yeah, it does say boombox.
Okay.
So okay, that's what it was called, a boombox.
Yeah, of course we had
we
one.
used to put these big ones in the bathroom with us, plug it in and listen to music.
Yeah. We did. Yeah, we had something like that.
I
Yeah,
wonder-
you was able to have a handle on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay, yeah, we had
okay,
one
so
of those.
boombox. I never knew that was what it's called. We just called it a CD player.
Yeah. You could call a laptop a CD player.
Yeah. Well, everybody knew what we were talking about because if you say Walkman, we knew you were talking about that little thing. So
That's gonna be weird. Like, at least a generation from now, a Walkman is gonna be like, what is that?
yeah.
I feel like we're gonna probably do that same thing to laptops. Like laptops are gonna be like the MP3 players to iPads.
Oh yeah, that's not wrong.
I said that wrong.
They're going to use the screens.
Yeah, I feel like the iPad will take the new wave of laptops. Then you really wouldn't have it. It's kind of like a laptop. I love when
Gotta get with the times, yo.
I love when things were one thing and like very highly emphasized, like smartphones. Like, oh, it's a smartphone. That's a smart TV. I feel like we talked about this before. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Everything was smart this and smart that.
Stop recycling your jokes.
Right. And every MP3 player was called iPod.
Yeah, you got that iPod? No.
Yeah.
It's just Android.
I like how Zoom kind of went in and came back out.
You always bring them up too.
Yeah. I like my childhood sometimes.
I loved it. It was bad and it was good and it was good.
Yeah. I miss it.
It was all over the place. What would you tell yourself if you knew what... Hey, when I went to my college tour, the man was like, if you knew what you knew now, what would you tell yourself, or would you go back and change it?
Is it just one thing? Or do I answer that
It
question?
pertains... I'm trying to...
Sorry.
Shush. It pertained to school, but now I'm telling you. If you knew what you knew now, what would you change besides school? I knew he was going to bring up school. What would you change about your childhood? Like, would you stop something from happening or start something? And besides you YouTubing, we all know that.
I think there'd be some moves I would have made, like certain girls I would have talked to.
Oh, gosh.
I would have given myself some get some more confidence in yourself advice, because you leave an impact. You left an impact.
Oh, okay.
These girls do remember you. They're gonna remember you.
You gonna ruin some girl's life then?
No, I just think it's interesting that I didn't know that. But I was so self-aware. But it was like some things I was very blind to.
Would they end up telling you later or something?
Yeah. Where it was like times where it was like, I mean, when I say later, it was like 7th grade.
Yeah.
And they liked me, and then 9th grade they told me. It was like that crap, and I was like, man, I felt like you did, but I didn't want to act like whatever.
Whatever.
I would try to change that because obviously my go-to is stay focused and finish school with like A's and B's. Stop trying to be lazy.
Tell yourself that now.
Yeah, but
going to school.
I'm doing it. I'm getting A's and B's in school.
In college?
Yeah, I got a 3.8.
Oh, you had A's and B's last? So why do I have a 3.6? I had 2 A's and a B.
Oh,
What's going on?
No, I don't have a B.
I don't think that's overall GPA.
I have a 90. I had a 90, a 96, and a 94 or something like that.
Those are all A's.
Yeah, but they're not. It's not a 4.0. It's not a perfect A.
No.
I think that 89 was some test that I had to take.
Oh,
I keep
okay.
thinking that as my grade. But I passed that class. It was my math, actually. I was surprised because I was it was English because I got surprised I passed the final. And the final was about the book, some vocabulary words, and another book that we read. And I was so stunned because I failed the first book, but somehow I passed whatever questions she asked. I knew it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say.
I was surprised with that too. Are you good at studying vocabulary?
Not very well. I'm not like somebody like. There's certain words that I carry on because I try to implement it, and that's why I said I want to get a dictionary so I can do it for my videos and also help me out learning new words like oblivious. That was a word that I was able to eliminate. I mean, implement.
Yeah, I was saying.
Yeah, implement into my vocabulary.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I'm trying to expand it. Expand my library.
Yeah, that's cool.
What about you? What would you tell yourself? Stop paying attention to these boys.
No,
They ain't nothing.
I would never change that about myself. I was glad I was that way. Because it was fun.
You enjoyed yourself.
Yeah. I would tell myself to not listen to my parents a lot of the time. Or just other people.
Learn more things.
No, they made me feel bad for things that was normal.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't normal to them. So I would say that and stay somewhere. Well, I had no choice but to move. But I would have tried to stay.
Mm-hmm. Stayed in Philly?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't want to leave.
You sure didn't?
I don't know. I don't know. I would say stay here, but I would have wanted to go. I don't know. If we could have, I would have stayed in Georgia and not moved back to Philly so many times, but because that effed up my school stuff. But I would definitely tell myself to stop listening to other people, even doesn't matter who it is, because people are jerks.
I just wish I was more focused. I just wish I was more focused in school.
Yeah, I told you not to say that.
I know. But it's less about, it affecting me like this. I'm just like, there's so much stuff that more opportunities would have been my way if I didn't do that.
I think you're not scared of anything.
Yeah.
I was terrified. Like, I would be scared for myself if I didn't pass.
Well, one thing I was worried about was being left behind.
Yeah, that too.
And that, like,
it's like, already happened to me once.
Yeah, I know, right? I knew too many people to have to explain why I'm not in school with y'all.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
So I couldn't do that. There was no way that I could get around with that without feeling embarrassed or feeling like I need to go to a different school, start over.
There was a guy who was in Siani's grade. He was in Siani's senior class.
Uh-huh.
And he dropped down to a class behind me.
Wow. Really?
I was class of 2014. Siani was class of 2012.
Yeah. Dang.
He graduated class of 2015. And they kick you out at, I think, 25.
That's crazy.
It's like, woo. And he just sitting in the lunchroom like he the coolest guy ever. I'm like,
Yo, I remember. Oh man, I remember we had this one dude. He was like, he was in our junior class, which averaged 17, maybe 16.
yeah.
He's like 19, and it was like, what is he here? It's like, there was some girl that liked him, and it's like, he has to pay attention. He can't. He's a man. He can't.
Yeah.
He can't be messing
You
with these
get
girls.
dumb. Girls get dumb.
He's a man. He can't mess with these girls.
Yep.
He has to like look up. He can't look back.
Sure can't. Look what's in front of you, not behind you.
I was like, y'all gonna get this boy in trouble.
I always think young girls have that vendetta. They want to get somebody in trouble because they have nothing to lose.
Yeah, I don't think they think about us in trouble. They just like, he's grown.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's the idea of it. It's kind of like with guys where they like older girls. It's like,
I don't know.
idea of.
Yeah, it had to be the idea because when I liked your brother, it was kind of like.
Yeah.
It was just because.
Yeah. It was weird.
And the fact that he was older, it was just like, ooh, he can go out.
Yeah, because you pull up in high school and you had a car. Everybody's like, ew, what y'all doing today? I'm like, God dang, you just got a car. He's still not a good
go nowhere
dude.
with it. You got to be home by 9.
Exactly. Like, did you remember the last girl he was with, right? They're not together anymore. There's a reason.
Why you think the slot opened?
It ain't because he was just too good of a guy. That girl learned a lesson.
Yep, something broke them up.
Oh man, that's crazy.
You ready to go home, Nikki?
Yeah, we can wrap this up. I'm trying to get more sponsors. And Rolls, y'all need to send me a better. Ooh, I ain't gonna say it like that. I just need a better ad read. And any other people that wanna get a sponsor spot, you can hit me up at JCMN Network at gmail.com.
Why you stop doing the?
I don't know.
You need to go back to that.
But now that I actually changed my YouTube channel finally to JCMN Network. But all my social medias are still just call me Nico without the T. So I like it, and that makes me feel like I'm more of a network now.
Yes.
And we gonna blow up, baby. We're gonna blow up.
People say that today, but I forgot you were into YouTube. I was like, I'm not. I just tag along.
Yeah.
Just the tag along.
More people be acting like they care. Like they care. It's like it's more like a conversational thing to say.
Oh, like
you know?
you're still into YouTubing?
Yeah.
Or something?
You still doing the thing? Like anybody meet me and they're like, you still doing music?
You
stuff?
watch my channel, you would know.
Yeah. Subscribe to the channel, even if you don't really be active. Look, no numbers look good either way.
Yeah.
Just say what's up.
Yeah.
Especially like on Facebook. When I post something on Facebook, I'm like, oh, you still making videos?
Yeah. That's where everybody's at, though. Everybody's on Facebook. I can't stand it.
Yeah. I can't stand that people. I'm just repeating myself. All right, y'all.
If you liked it, come on, do it together, please.
Okay.
If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Yeah, you didn't like that? What do you think of that face? I liked it. You're going to like it when you hear it.
Okay. I didn't even hear myself. That's how I was like.
I heard you with your loud self. What you mean?
Yeah. I didn't say.
Shut up.
All right, Joe. My hands look huge. Go to the YouTube channel and watch my hands, how big they are. Hove.